Hello, everybody. I hope you're all doing quite well. Hello, Ruby. Oh, hey, it actually worked as intended this time. Neat. I hope you're doing all right. Alright, so last time we did stuff. I'm actually going to change clothing back, I think. I might change back to the swimsuits at some point, just for ruining the seriousness of scenes, but who knows. It's like, we got the costume opportunity, we might as well use it. How are you then, Ruby? I hope you're doing quite well. Requires me to remember what the heck I'm supposed to do to trigger this one. What are the prerequisites for this then? Rush. Hey, Solia went down. You were acquainted with her? Yeah, of course. Fought her in the skirmishes a couple of times. Colony Fire was pretty tough adversary, and Solia was one of their strongest. I don't know anything about their final moments. She might have been a bitter enemy, but she's still sad she's gone. Really, that should probably give some kind of affinity link. It's weird that when they talk about certain characters, and they clearly have an opinion on those characters that just doesn't get an affinity link. It doesn't make any sense. Oh, okay. I know what I'm doing. I know what I need to do. Can you all hear me okay?
I'm gonna put my feet up if you don't mind.
It says that I'm coming through all right, but I just want to make sure. Going around to defenses. Yeah. Ah, okay. Just a bit worried 'cause you didn't answer how you were feeling. Seems like a bloke named Varen's been working on some kind of prototype. Yeah, and everyone's hoping it'll help boost Lander's defense. I wonder what it could be. Surely not a new type of auto, Lev. Why don't we just nip along and have a gander? We've got to have some stake in this, right? I gave it the wrong accent again. Yeah, I'd say so. Lander's defense concerns us too.
Let's move out.
Have you come to have a nose as well? What are you talking about? So you didn't come to look at the sensor I developed. What does it do exactly? It reads it reacts to enemy signatures. So things indispensable for putting on a nice show of defensive power without having to rely on auto lefts. Now you just spot enemies without expending manpower. Very clever. I really want to get them installed all over the place. I don't suppose you'd be up for helping. Us? Are you sure we can touch them? It won't think we're enemies. No need to worry on that front. They can tell the difference. So it's a bit like a kitty's auto lev, yeah? Yeah, go on then. That'll help out. Great, so the first installation needs doing on the old cliffside way, shall we? I really should probably have Tyon in the lead. Hold on. And now suddenly I can do this! It's magic! Yep, this is stuck in my head still. There aren't actually many roads between Colin Lander and Mac the Wildwood, which means that if we don't get people out here in the event of an attack, we're in trouble. Yes, you need to fortify this point. If anything were to come through here, you'd have a problem. Right, so let's install one of the sensors around here. No sign of any enemies right now. Let's move on to the next. Next point of call is the Orion Tunnels. Cure grass. Turkin grass. King marigold. And cure grass again. It's like another place the enemy soldiers would like. Installing it right inside the tunnels might not be the best idea. Agreed. It'd be more beneficial here, where Lambda could reach it at a moment's notice. Around here, yeah. And that's all in place. Is there anywhere else you want to put one? Let me see. Hold up. Isn't there a waterway around here? There is, but why? It's just that we came out from over there, so what's to stop your enemies from doing the same? Yeah, good point. Let's go and put one up over there too then. Alright. Oh, okay. Literally just putting it at the edge of the waterway. Fair enough. Here? Yeah. Here should be okay. If they come via the waterways, it's better to focus on the shoals rather than where the water's deep. In which case, it looks like a suitable place. There are autolives nearby too. Yes, this seems like a no-brainer. Hello, our tactician has spoken. What? Surely this is blindly obvious. That's decided. Here it shall go. And that's all of them. Now you just need to keep an eye on them regularly. Right, Coneyland has installed so much in its defense that... Huh? Got a message coming in. Uh-huh. Yeah, I hear you. And that's on the old cliffside way? What's happened? Just a little wrinkle. They want me up on the old cliffside way. Is the sensor okay? Not sure. That's what I'm hoping to find out. Well, we'll go with you. We've already come this far already. I'm glad to hear it. Man, I'm trying to talk too quickly is what it is. That's why I'm having trouble reading, is that I'm not taking a moment to actually try to read it. I'm reading it as I'm talking, which means I'm a bit stumbling over my words and saying extra stuff. You know? Sarge? Did you install this? Yeah? I'm sure you're aware, but Sergeant Tonya heads an assault troop. They're the best of the best. You cannot put these things up without requisite approval from the top. I'm sorry about this, but you're going to have to take them all back down. Oh, what? You engineers are always disrupting the system because you go ahead and do what you please without ever asking. You don't get to get special treatment, you hear? All requests must be made through the proper channels. Well, perhaps. What, you're just going to back down? You don't like to talk to you like that? She's a stickler for the rules, and she doesn't get on with engineering because we work outside those rules. She won't listen to me no matter what I say. But someday Lander might be glad to have those sensors. Oh, they're useful. I fully agree. And that's exactly why you need to get the proper approval. Hey, now hold on a minute, Tonya. Captain, is there something I can do for you? Captain Roche supervises the troops. Sergeant Tonya reports to him. A request just came from the engineers that you weren't around, so I approved it in your place. That's your decision, and of course I shan't be the one to gainsay. I'm just trying to make your life easier. Your love of the job is admirable, but being too rigid is a problem on its own. Captain, you're too soft. If you can't keep the soldiers disciplined, then my word is final. Anyway, everyone's ticked the right boxes to get the right and got the right stamps, so we can all go home. Thanks for that, Captain. Captain, I'm not done yet. I ask that you stay behind. Oof, I think you're taking this a touch too seriously.
So that's the state of affairs.
Do your job. I mean, they are. They're just not getting approval to do said job. Is really what you mean, mate. La 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 la. Oh, right. No wonder. Yeah. Just realised that, huh? Sorry about all that. Didn't mean to get you all caught up in it as well. If the countdown had come along at just that moment, the whole project would have been torn down. This happens when you don't get your forms. That's how you don't get your forms in on time. Everything the colony needs to have to go. Even things that the colony needs have to go through the proper channels, eh? Colony Lander's ability to enforce order through its regulations has always been one of its strong points. Yet somewhere along the way, it became bogged down in needless protocols. I mean, I get why they'd have this approval system. It makes it easy to know who's responsible for what. That sort of leadership can even stand against silver colonies in wartime. But now that they've been released from any need to fight, those regulations become shackles, confusing everyone. Colony Lander's standing at a crossroads right now. Should they change or not? So Varan's ingenuity being superb, Colony Lander's strict regulations nearly prevented it from being implemented. Okay, so there's a quest active over here, which means we should be able to start what we came here for. La 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 la. Oh, there's someone over there. I'll have to check that out in a minute.
Looking at Colony Lambda now, wouldn't you agree that it's recovered some of its spirit?
Definitely. The atmosphere feels different to how things were, even a little while ago.
Perhaps the change isn't a vast one, but if we hadn't met you, perhaps this change wouldn't have taken place. We'd have retreated into our shells.
All we did was give things a little push. I'm sure you'd have managed this by yourself, is it?
You're most kind. Either way, that doesn't change the heap of problems I'm facing. They need fixing, but I can only manage a few at a time.
It's not good if you push yourself too hard, Commander. Getting some rest is important too.
Rest? Not sure how I'd go about getting some rest. The way things are here, I always end up busy, almost without intending to.
I suppose as long as you're at your home colony, things just turn out that way, huh?
And you know, we ain't exactly experts in the art of taking a load off.
That reminds me.
Do you have an idea, Tyon?
Well, this could turn out to be nothing, but earlier I heard a Nopon merchant talking about something called a natural spa.
A spa?
Supposedly it's in a remote place, not easily reachable by people.
What's remoteness got to do with getting poor Izzard here to relax?
Oh, sorry, I just noticed something on my... No, that's scuffed paint. Alright. Fair enough.
The Nopon also said it contained lots of nutrients, stimulated metabolism, promoted blood circulation.
So you're saying if we get our hands on this spa, then even Izzard could get some rest? He'll be able to recover, basically?
Like I said before, the information is questionable. It's only something I heard in passing.
Tyon.
Commander, I'm sorry, I know it's hardly a credible source.
I think I like the sound of this.
Huh?
I say we go out and we find this spa thing.
I'm not really one to talk, but I didn't think you'd be so into this.
Well, I have a passing interest in things of that ilk. But, I don't want to keep you from your journey.
Nah, don't you worry about that. More importantly, how do we go about finding this thing?
Why don't we ask somebody in the city?
Right, better than just us racking our brains about it.
My thanks, all of you.
Just leave it to us, Commander. We'll give this our undivided attention.
Effervescent heart. Words. Hop. Alright, what do you got to say about this, Tanya? Are those sensors Varren set up? They're working alright. Oh, I see so. I'm not convinced they're at exactly the best in the best of spots, though. How do you mean? Well, Macta Wildwood opens out into the upper levels of the Great Falls. In my opinion, that's the kind of place you should be. That's the kind of place you should have been looking at.
So that's the state of affairs.
Still has a lot to learn. I went for that moraine and shit. Shijimi was exceptional at what he did. Now he's gone. True, but what can we do for her? We're not officers ourselves, are we? Moraine and Shijima. To the city! Oh boy. I'd like to ask about something. Oh dear, yes? Do you know something called a natural spa? Never thought I'd hear anyone ask about those ever again. Oh, do you know something? Well, yes, of course. People used to talk about spas until the armors came home. There's a place where you could heal your wounds, warm your spirit, and strengthen bonds with your fellow man. Whoa, they did all that? Well, I've never been to one, you see. In fact, they say they all dried up decades ago. Don't they exist anymore? Well, they're not something you'd find just anywhere. Not many here in the city know about them. But there's someone who might. Well, there is. I think if there's anyone who can tell you, it's him. He's called... give me a minute. Counting on you, love. If we don't find it, is it going to shrivel up from stress? Come now, it's really not that severe. Well, the man people call the Trivia King. He's got to know what you need. Brilliant, thank you. Natural spas.
So it's somewhere fairly out of the way.
At least people have heard of this natural spa phenomenon.
My father suffers now. No doyless yoke. The future is for me an open book, with challenges inscribed therein all new. What like? I thought I might apply to the exam, become an Ouroboros candidate. Perhaps that I then, with my own wherewithal, will with my own two hands grasp happiness. I mean, fair. I thought you were happy with, Romero. I don't know. Whoever's decision it was to give them, like, old Shakespearean-esque language, that's kudos, that is. That's probably a very good, Woolseyism. Could we have a moment of your time? What's wrong? Is there an emergency? We want something called a natural spa. We're hoping you might know where we can get one. So you want a spa, do you? Do you know something? Sorry, I just hadn't heard anyone talk about one in a good while. It's a quaint pastime, and no mistaking. But, you know, a spa isn't something you can just have. It's a pastime. You mean like a hobby? Long ago, people used to go great lengths looking for natural spas. Soldiers turned tired from war would heal their wounds with their help, and come out ready to fight again. I guess you'd say a spa is something you immerse in. It warms your core, and soon enough you're better. So our records say. The more we hear about this, the stranger it sounds. You soak your body, and it heals? Right, though I'm sorry to say, over however many years they've all but disappeared. They can disappear? Yep, but you can go looking for one. But I wouldn't hold out too much hope if I were you. This has been a great help. Thank you kindly.
Didn't expect you to get so fired up.
Discovering the unknown serves as a good motivator.
Hey up, boomer. Excuse me, sir. I'd like to ask you a question. Yeah, what's that? We're looking for something called a natural spa? Natural spa, eh? Never seen such brownies in nature with my own eyes, sorry to say. Bounties in nature? What, don't you know even that? I guess you younglings only know what you know. But if you ask around my age, you should be able to find someone who can tell you all about them. In fact, someone I knew once used to go searching for spas, but they're in elusive spots, never to be found. Spots like... Well, you hear about them being on the forest or under a cliff or deep in some cave, but nobody can ever find them. I see. You know what, maybe that old man's been to one. Nope, maybe he's dead. Don't see him around these days. Might be dead. Okay, thanks. Sorry to bother you. Sorry, couldn't be more help. No, you helped a lot. Let's go.
The more I hear about these natural spas, the more curious I become.
Well, how about we have a nice discussion then?
I just wanted to confirm.
So, what do we know about the natural spas? To summarize, hardly much of anything, except that they can heal and restore you. When you get the most concrete info, huh? Nobody's even been to one. Look at this poor clod. This is so haggard, I think we're gonna lose him. Just how do I look to you? One thing's for sure, we're not gonna find one with what we've got so far. We've no clue where one could actually be, like in a forest, under a cliff? Yeah, realistically, we can't just blindly search everywhere. But it does sound kind of cool, right? Just soaking your body and somehow healing? Yeah, but soaking in what? Sounds a lot like a bath. It can't just be a bath, right? The way they talked, I thought the same. But I've never been in a bath that healed my wounds. Maybe it's a question of using the right soap? So I hate to think we waste your time, but we can't come up with any more results. I'm grateful for your concern, but honestly, I've been enjoying myself. We might not find anything after all our searching, but there's just something in all this talk. Just hearing that gave me in my heart a much needed jolt, though that might not be the best way to put it. No, I think you have it right. Yeah, I'd be lying if I said I didn't care what happens. Let's keep searching for a little longer. Let's go ask the bloke the people said would know about this whole spa business. What, that Trivia King guy? Or the supposedly dead guy? The report of his death could still turn out to have been a mite exaggerated. We don't know whether Trivia King and this dead or not guy are the same person, but it's worth finding out. I know I said it before, but I certainly saddled you with a tough task. Enough of that. We're giving our spirits a lift on all that. Once we find this natural spa, we'll chuck you right in. Then you had better really find it.
Ready to resume our travels?
Okay, so we're over this way. Ooh. All the way up there. Which means that I've got to make sure I get there. I believe it will be the ladder over here. So they're letting me work in the Michigan Black Canteen. Cool, huh? Toto and the others have been causing headaches to the city, but Michiba was always good enough to take me on anyway. So thankful for her generosity. She's been a real big heart.
So that's the state of affairs.
Oh, it's on the other side. Alright, that makes sense. There's this one here. Let's climb the ladder, 1, 2, 1, 2, all the way up we go. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Kotan.
Excuse me, kind sir.
What? What? A bunch of hoodlums? Trying to gang up on an old man, eh?
No, sir. We're searching for a natural spa.
What did you say?
Oh, we're searching...
If it's spas you're asking about, I'm who you need to be talking to.
We are talking to you, mate.
Well then. So you're the kids going around making noise about spas. You think talking to me is the way to get at all my secrets? You might be whippersnappers, but I can respect that kind of grit.
You think he actually knows anything?
I'm wondering.
We heard that there was someone who knew much about spas, but that he had passed away.
What did that old codger tell you? I ain't dying anytime soon.
Mind telling us about the spas, then?
When I was young, I used to go around them all, and a lot. There were about 4 of them. The one I liked the most was the Nordal Natural Spa. At the time, my back was killing me, but one dip, and it was healed. Amazing. The odd thing was, it was just a foot bath. I dipped my feet in, and it healed my back. What genius came up with that, eh? I only ever found 4 natural spas, but I also heard rumors of another secret one. I bet it'd do marvels for one's back.
Mate, we didn't come here to chat about your flipping back.
Eh?
We want to know where we can find a spa. If there's 4 of them, then you can...
No, they're long gone.
What?
Gone?
You say?
Thanks to kids like you with your wars and whatever, they've been blown up, filled in.
Huh?
Natural spas need water that gushes out of the ground. No gush, no spring. You might find something if you start digging, though.
Dig. That's your advice.
Though in times like these, start digging holes and people will think you're crazy.
Well, you certainly turned out to be a font of knowledge. I don't regret this at all.
Don't take it to heart, Tyon. We tried our best. We'll just have to accept the result. We may not have found a natural spa, but the time we spent was still worthwhile.
I suppose, Commander.
You suppose nothing. You should let someone finish when they're talking. There is still the secret spa
spa that I couldn't find. Or, to be more precise, there might be.
What? Really?
I heard this when I was still young, so it might not be too credible. But the rumor goes that there was one in the Brasser geothermal belt. But I couldn't make it. The place was crawling with monsters, inside and out.
So there is hope after all.
Long time ago, lots of people took refuge there. But not one of them came back. That's how dangerous the place is. So, the spa might be there. It might not. That's why I couldn't recommend the place to you.
There we go then. Hey, is it?
Indeed. It might be there, it might not. The more uncertain it sounds, the more it gets me excited.
Weirdo. What if it turns out to be a massive waste of time?
I never thought I'd get so excited at searching for something unknown.
Soak yourself in the spa the way you're getting now, and you're liable to broil yourself to death.
I'll take care. Thank you kindly.
Oh, nearly forgot to tell you. How to properly use the spa. Pin your ears back and listen.
Ever seen Hope's Rest? Yeah, we have actually. Way back when, our founders lived there, but catastrophic attacks scattered them far and wide. Those blasted Agnians made use of their castle in that opportunity and took the land for themselves. If we ever got that fertile land back, the folk here in the city would live a lot better, that's for sure. Oh, it's that one. He was the person who gave us that talk again. I say again, it's less again, more, oh, he gave us that talk. Right, so what we're looking for is in this area. And I know exactly which area it is because this area sticks out to you for a very good reason. Which we will maybe find out. La 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 la. Actually, just right here.
This is our first time here, isn't it?
The levels. Searing
That's a supply drop.
sound.
Shall we go get it?
I don't think we can actually make it over there at this point, but
So there's a spa here.
the Brasser geothermal belt.
Interest from the look of things.
Oh, oh, heck. And the water is hot. Nice and green, but hot. Either that or it's acid. Oh yeah, that does do damage, huh?
Did I read
Ah,
things-
bother! Bit too much damage. Fudge. Yeah, sure, green water is fine. Ah, good to see you back, Ruby. How are you feeling, by the way? How have you been doing? Oh gosh, no. Let me run away, please. I do not wish to fight you. Go away. Oh, there's a
Enemies! I'll hold them off!
place we can stop. Okay, good. We can stop here. The biggest brog. Some greebles. Oh,
No one's gonna mind if we just yoink the stuff.
tile.
Oh, you didn't.
That side.
Fair enough.
It's all right.
This is something decent, right?
Okay, it's just a thing over there, so I guess there's no point in going over there at the moment. I guess. Give me your ether. I need to restock since we're down to 10. Quite a lot of ether cylinders for we're gonna have to try and work on. Oh.
All right, it's open.
Every day's a training
Is this,
day.
like, a rare thing?
Okay. So I need to wait for that frog to turn around. Yep, like that. Thank you. Good. It didn't notice me. We're nearly there, scot-free.
I'll whack 'em good.
Like it. And we're back on dry land. Oh, that was close. That was literally a ether channel over here. Lovely.
We should harvest this ether.
Yeah. Anyway, Ruby, how are you feeling?
This is something
How's things been going?
There's an unusual smell coming from over on the right.
The Malevolent Hollow. Ooh, that's a level 95.
Don't you think there's something off about this place?
Our Ouroboros powers. They're being suppressed.
Ah. It's all going pretty good. That's good. Why did it stick?
As we proceed.
I live, therefore I win.
Something about the air in here seems to be suppressing the Ouroboros powers. Seems like we can still use them.
Right?
Seems like we can still use them up here, but if we go further in, we might lose access to them. But then again, if we go further in, we're probably going to get absolutely destroyed. Because those enemies are level 95, so...
You think you're all that, do ya? Oh, enemies! I'll hold them off!
No, I'm just going to run. No holding off needed. We're just going to run.
Is this like a
Here we are.
This
then.
lovely secret area, the Brassa Spa.
So, this is the spa.
So it is just a great big stonking bath.
Looks can be deceiving. They told us it has special properties, remember?
The humidity is insane. Do you think the water's hot?
Huh? Hold it. Something's here.
Is
Seems
that...
we're not the first visitors today.
Weapons ready.
Everyone pulls out glowing purple knuckles. So we've got Ignas and Golkins here, huh?
But if they want to fight, we shall give them one.
Eat this! Eyes over here! Gathering momentum!
We can do better yet.
Down you go! Broke away!
Let's show them.
I'm fit to burst!
You think I'm weak? Resonant blast.
You'll do this!
I got to do. Don't give up.
How come on? I couldn't keep them in check!
Try and fade. Soulfire.
Now we're in the swing of things!
Now's our top. No love. You think I'm weak?
Come on.
Uni, this can't be happening. Hail Harmony. All the healing you need right here. What's this?
Having a spar in the spa. Well, in this case, it's more battle to the death, but still.
Can you deal with this? I'm on healing. Like all the healing you need right here. A big help indeed. No way we can lose. Are you ready, Uni? Yeah, we are excellent above you. You might want to surrender before we grind you into dust.
Great! It's amazing! Down you go! I'm getting in the swing of this!
Fire flow!
Got you now! Eat this!
No love blow the wall!
Kaboom.
Eat this!
Kaboom.
We don't push any longer.
Got you now!
Overheat.
Cross impact! Time to unite! Resonant flag! I'll handle support! Perfect timing. Oriole! Final countdown!
All the damage.
Heal Harmony!
Maximum power! Maximum hit!
Send the modern touches!
Things are building up!
Sometimes brute force is the answer. Prismatic ring! Fire flow!
Eyes over here!
Appreciate it.
How's that? Shot this!
Can you deal with this? Resonant flag!
Things are building up!
Come on.
Force is the answer. Oriole! You think I'm weak? Got you! Now's our top! Try! Can you deal with this? No love. Can you deal with this?
Can you deal with these?
Oriole! I can do an interlink whenever. Now's our top! You think I'm weak? No love block! You think I'm
More punch.
Heal Harmony! No way we can lose.
Smash. Absolutely destroyed.
Those guys, they healed up something crazy.
Was that an effect of the spa's waters?
Does it matter anymore? Now you can just dive right on in.
Huh? But,
Right. Ready, is it?
As promised, time for us to chuck you in.
Hold up! I don't remember making any.
What? What is the meaning of this? Commander, are you okay?
Other than my heart, I believe I'm quite all right. Thank you.
Just like the old man said, if there's nobody there, it's good manners to jump right in.
Even so, that's not...
However, the water is good.
What does it feel like?
The temperature is very pleasant.
So like I've been saying, it's just a bath.
Look, my wounds are closing as we speak.
wow. So what that man was saying, it wasn't entirely wrong, it looks like.
Yes. Now that I'm in here, I don't think I ever want to leave.
Right, my turn then.
And everyone's now in the bar.
What's wrong with you?
Oh, they are.
Everybody get in.
My word. I'm healing in places I didn't even know I had. Aren't you coming in? The water's fine.
But I,
I'm coming back to life. Not that I was dead or anything.
Would I have to strip down?
Oh, right. The old man, he did say there's a proper way for getting in the water.
But I mean, right here.
Hey, guys, where's your sense of culture? Get in already. You don't want it getting cold.
It's perfect for healing your wounds after a grueling battle.
but, Commander.
You can be hopeless. Uni? Boot him in already, will ya?
Roger that.
Now wait here a minute, Uni. I never said I was going in. Spot, why did it have to end like this?
Tyon, it's a good experience for you. It wasn't so bad, was it?
You can tell why people like uni just from like half of these interactions.
Well, now that you ask.
Yeah, taking a dip wasn't bad at all.
Right.
All my tiredness is just completely gone.
Did you enjoy your break?
I did. Thanks to you, I feel as if a weight's been lifted from my heart. I believed I was working for the colony, but really I was running myself into the ground.
So it was worth coming here.
It just shows that there's room in any heart to appreciate the finer things. This has given me a lot to think about. At some point, I'll have to bring everyone in the colony here.
If you can make everyone fit. In a space like this, people have to take turns. The lines will get long.
Huh. Then perhaps we need to dig some more holes. We might even discover some new springs.
You're really serious?
Once the fighting ends and people have more free time, then I might give it some serious thought. Digging a few holes shouldn't pose us too much of a challenge. We are miners after all. But wait. If we can discover many more of these spas, we could bring in people from other colonies.
Uh-oh.
Looks like you've caught the spa bug, Izzard.
Times like this are when the commander shines the brightest.
Bet you're glad we helped him, Tyon.
Yes. I think he's going to be an even greater help to us now.
Shall we be off? Our next objective awaits.
Pretty passionate about things that catch his interest. That's pretty cool. The pilot Issa discovered a natural spar in the Brasa geothermal belt. It appears Issa had a refreshing time in the process. Flying more and more. Oh, some
We should
ether.
harvest this ether.
Oh, that one went a while, didn't it? Ah, lovely. There's also that over there.
Might as well claim this.
This is valuable. I'll hang on to it.
What would it be doing here?
Alright, so... that's 1 out of 3 down. Next up, we've got the choice of either doing Valdes or... where is Valdi? Oh, there he is. Yeah, I can either do Valdes or Junipers. Which one shall we do then, Ruby? That's on Juniper. That is.
I'm coming with you.
Getting the healers done first. Wow, we haven't used him for ages. I guess to be fair, he's overall pretty. He's a good healer, but we don't. With chain it, but we're trying to make sure we unlock all the other classes, and his thing's not the best with chain. His thing isn't the best with chain attacks, to be fair. Since it's very specific for machines. Oh, I needed to sit up for that one.
Valdi, is Yuzette not around?
Huh, you're right. I wonder where he's gone.
Make a friend, how you feeling? Okay, no fried circuits or loose bolts. Yeah, I get it. Thought so. Oh, don't worry. Next time maintenance is due, I'll make sure that it's me that handles it. See me. Hey, Yuzette, what's up?
Yuzette, what happened?
Was standing 1 minute and then flop onto ground.
What?
You're overreacting, don't you think? I'm just exhausted, that's all.
You've been pushing yourself too hard.
Workload's pretty intense right now. I've got to do my part to keep the colony running.
Is it really that bad?
We used to get support based on how well the Levnis squadrons performed in battle. The castle provided for us. So now we have to work like a mudder to make up the shortfall.
Why didn't you tell me?
Didn't think I needed to. I thought I could manage well enough by myself.
Now that stink of untruth. Yuzette working hard for Valdi. Did not want sympathy vote.
Hey!
Yuzette want to act dependable to get on good side of Valdi. Tried hard not to show weakness.
Is that true?
What does it matter? Fact is, I can't be lying down on the job.
Look, we get that you're under a lot of pressure. What is it that needs doing, anyhow?
Dispatching of Levnises to Colony Lambda.
To Lambda?
So you're lending out Kavesi Levnises to Agnes?
That's right. Even after they've served their purpose in battle, the Levnises themselves can still function. I wanted to get as much use out of them as I could.
So he say. But now look at sorry state of him. Where Papa also been showing Yuzette ropes as little side project.
Oh, you were teaching me?
Let me help. I'd love to. Come on. Give me a job to do.
Huh? Well, if you're asking, how about handling the Levnis shipment I was talking about? Once you get them there, it's just a matter of delivering them to the commander.
Sure thing. I can do that.
Incidentally, what need does Commander Izzard have with Kavesi Levnises?
I'm not 100% on the details, but he wants them for some kind of survey.
Levnis to scout something out. I wonder what's going on at Lambda.
No point speculating when we can just check it out ourselves. Right?
Right.
Be thorough, yeah? Oh, but, don't push it too hard.
Oh, we'll be fine. You just take a lie down and make sure you're all rested up. So then, off to Colony Lambda we go.
I'm a mechanic.
There's been changes to colony relations.
All under control.
Leave it to me.
Do exactly as I say.
Colony relations got updated.
On in Lambda. Cooperating. Could just go here.
Commander Izzard, right? We're here with the Levnises you ordered.
I appreciate how readily you accepted our request. Thank you. But I must say, I hadn't expected you to deliver them in person, Commander.
Yeah, sorry about that. We had to improvise. Ah, you know how to operate them, right? Our guys normally do the piloting.
We've hired pilots for that very reason. Though, we wouldn't mind getting some pointers.
Oh, that's great. Our pilots have been wanting to chat with you too. Anything you need to know, just ask.
Glad to hear it.
Commander Izzard, I hear you're using the Levnises for some sort of survey. Care to divulge?
Yes, about that. We've observed recently that our water sources around the colony are being rapidly depleted.
So you're using them to investigate?
No. In fact, the survey branch has already identified the cause. It's the Ansels living at the top of the Great Falls.
Ansels? But their natural habitat should be the Urian Mountains.
Indeed. And their presence here has been affecting the flora. We're particularly concerned about their laying waste to the cure grass we use to treat our troops.
That's an issue, all right?
So you want to take those overgrown feather brains out of the picture? That it?
Which is why you need powerful Levnesses. You're looking a bit worse for wear there, Izzy. You been running yourself ragged too?
Too?
My lieutenant's also been burning himself out.
Oh.
Noah?
We'll help you out too.
I appreciate the offer, but I think...
You underestimate this job, and you're going to collapse from overexertion too. Better to share the load, no? It'll make life easier.
Valdi's really worried about him.
Could be a nice little excursion. No one's gonna complain.
All right then, if it's no trouble. We'll have this issue sorted in no time flat with you on board.
Easy peasy. Just let us at him.
I look forward to this, Commander Valdi.
Well, we know what we gotta do. Right here, so... Closest one's over here. Oh, we haven't discovered every single area because we've still got a huge, wide gaping gaps, don't we? Huh. Do do do.
Is this like a rare thing?
Some lovely little items there.
The Ansel's were sighted a bit further up, right?
That's right. There are skeeter nests around here as well. We should take care.
Wait, is that...
I don't like our chances.
Is this who's been giving Izzard so much...
I don't think I did. I don't remember.
Nice move, Kyle.
I couldn't keep them in check. Eyes over here.
Time to get cracking.
Keep piling on the damage. Eyes over here.
I feel the power.
Now we're in the swing of things.
Hyper Oreo. Can you deal with this?
I couldn't keep them in check.
Can you deal with this?
Bullets. This ain't the half of it.
Time to end it.
I couldn't keep them in check. Eyes over here.
Time to get cracking.
That looks like them all.
They won't be tearing up the cure grass any longer. I hope that now... their fighting days are finally over.
Valdi, pleased to look. Such pretty, pretty flowers.
Oh, wow. But it's such a tiny patch of them.
You think those ants have got them or something?
No, those flowers are from the Urian Mountains. And they don't normally grow in this region.
Well, how then?
Maybe it's just as Uni said. Maybe the Ansels carried the seeds and they ended up here.
That's nuts. They probably had the seeds stuck in their feathers. And they just happened to land here.
Still, of all the places they could have bloomed.
It's just random chance, Uni. Not like they grew here on purpose. Only questions whether they make it.
They did choose. They chose to bloom up here. They never gave up. They're just like me.
Whack looking into everything apparently.
This world, it lives and breathes, just like me.
Happy revelation?
Yeah, it's awesome.
I never thought we'd be able to find a serious anemone here.
You look pretty pleased, Tyon. Make us a cuppa then. Oh, my Sparks. They're cute.
You look pretty pleased. Make us a cuppa. I think maybe I lowered the audio a bit too much. Again, I'll have to have a go and tweak it. I probably do need the mic a lot closer to my face than I'm expecting. That's probably the other thing about it.
Oh, this'll be over like
That'll probably help a bit.
Easy.
You think I'm weak?
Because it's close, but it's not as close as it probably should be. Who knows?
They broke away. Eyes over here.
You're a lifesaver.
Really felt it.
Can you deal with
Just
this?
eyes in the back.
Unstoppable with you
Oh,
around.
that was a...
I'm the girl with the gall.
Eno's gonna buff right up with this.
Oh, heck.
Let's top up on ether.
Energy! Thank you. Doop. 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 Doop.
What you got for me?
There it is. That's what we're missing, I think. Oh, there's something over here that I need to check out, but I don't think so. It's fine, whatever. Whee! Do that, do that, do 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 do.
I see it went well. We've already received your report.
About the Ansel's impact on the environment.
It's all good. Our survey branch will be monitoring the situation carefully.
Then how about we leave the Levnesses here? Could you give us an update if you happen to find out anything new?
You feeling okay there, Valdi? You sound like you're interested in something that's not a Levnis.
Oh, come on. They're adapting to their environment by themselves. It's such an amazing phenomenon. How could I possibly pass it up?
Ha, how indeed. The most feared mechanic in Kevis. So wide-eyed and innocent.
Huh?
Up until we met in person, I pictured you as a cold, ruthless commander who would stop at nothing to achieve victory.
That's the Colony 30 Consul's fault.
Yeah. Valdi himself's got nothing but Lev.
Man.
Hey, that's mean. Well, perhaps you're right. I've been blindly sending Levnesses to their destruction.
But you're only looking at one aspect of the whole. Aren't you furthering a large-scale project for a new model? I hear it's a type of Levness designed for a wholly different purpose.
Huh? How'd you hear about that?
The survey branch has eyes and ears everywhere.
Oh, look at me and the fancy spy network I used to work for.
You're talking about Doric. He's my friend. When he's finished, you've got to come visit.
I believe I will. I look forward to building a lasting friendship with Colony 30. I'd be happy to accept your assistance in the future.
Great, I can't wait. Good news all round, huh? Phew! Now I'm friends with Izzard. Uzette has so got to hear about this. friends with Izzard. Yuzette has so got to hear about this.
Well then, let's not keep him waiting. Back to Colony 30.
To Colony 30 away!
Something smells tasty.
Hey up, Yuzette.
I'm back.
Hey, you taking it easy now?
Yeah. You were gone for some time. It wasn't just a quick there and back.
Yeah, one thing led to another.
Sorry to butt in. Yuzette, the Nopod are in a real tizzy. Won't stop moaning about the lack of Levnite.
Oh, they finally gone and used it up.
Is it important?
It's an ore we use for Levness maintenance. Tune them up with it and they're gliding like they're on ice.
We're already negotiating with Colony 4 to get us some of theirs. I, don't suppose you could try to smooth things over with the crew, just for the time being.
Oof. Well, I'll see what I can do.
Yuzette, you know that transmission we received earlier? Well, there's a problem.
How much is this guy juggling? There's not much point in him trying to recuperate here when he keeps getting pestered like this.
What? What do you mean? You can't reach a shipment?
Ah, I wasn't privy to the details. All I know is that some guy called Solon from Colony 4 told us to tell you.
Hey, Noah.
I know what you're thinking. Let's take this to Colony 4.
Let's.
Colony relations got updated.
What's going on in Colony 4 exactly?
Lander and 30 are united. Of course,
What's going on in Colony 4 exactly?
Let's go to Solon and the supply team.
this is a pretty involved one as we're hopping about everywhere, isn't it? Alright, Solon, what's up?
These are not good tidings, especially when we're so swamped.
Excuse me, are you Solon?
Huh? Ah, yes. How may I help you?
I'm here about the Levnite shipment to Colony 30. I was told that you couldn't send it, and I was hoping to find out why.
Did you run into an issue?
Well, we sent some of our compeers to Dana Desert, but we haven't heard from them since. I can't exactly leave my post, so I was deliberating as to how we should proceed.
You said the desert, right? Anywhere in particular?
The richest Levnite veins can be found by a landmark known as Glamrock, so you might try there.
That seems like enough to go on, right?
Ooh, yawns. Lots of yawns.
We'll head out there to look for them.
You do this?
We can't just ignore someone in need. And besides, we need to get our hands on that Levnite.
A little bit, yeah.
Well then, thank you very much. I hope to hear good news from you.
A little bit sleepy.
So their friends didn't return? That sounds kind of worrying.
Ooh, there goes another one. Yeah. What's happened over here? Some kind of... Oh. Skeeters!
We'll have this sorted out in a jiffy.
Let's rush them down.
Fine by me.
Oh boy.
I know. Feeling good. Not bad. Good going, Uni.
It isn't a way out of your
Hey, mimic technique got upgraded.
How strong are we?
Are you all right?
Yes, thank you. You saved our skins. Never seen monsters like that before. They really caught us off guard.
Yeah, it's weird that those monsters were there.
One would usually expect them to reside in their natural habitat, above the Great Cot Falls.
So they decide to move house? This isn't walking distance we're talking here.
They'd have had to have migrated from their old territory. After what happened to those mountains, the Ansels must have tried to take shelter beneath the Great Falls.
I'll bet that's what pushed these guys out. And then they moseyed on over here to the desert.
Our squad leader just gave us an update. You're here to pick up the Levnite. If you want, we can just give it to you here. Saves you a trip back to Colony 4, right? You sure? Well, thanks.
This'll at least take one thing off Yuzette's plate.
Levnite for export. Yeah, so after the Orion Mountains got a huge hole blasted in them.
We're done with the Levnite issue too. Back to Colony 30 then?
You can see a bone. That caused the Ansels to have to leave their territory and find a new one, which caused the Skeeters to move. This is basically just what happened. Like, this is a very, like, good way of showing off how that happens, isn't it?
Hold up. That Levnis.
Hey, Commander. Good to see you back.
Hey, Zuza. This little buddy's the Levnis we lent Izzard, isn't it? Doesn't he want it anymore?
To thank us for your offer of cooperation with Colony Lambda, they've sent us a fair bit of supplies and food.
Wow! All this? I'll need to thank him a bunch.
Ah, come on. Colony 4 just approached us with a deal to receive regular shipments of Levnite from them.
What? What? What?
I'll head down the docks and tell everyone.
And just like that, it would appear that the bond between our respective colonies has been restored.
Nice one.
Huh?
He hasn't even realized, has he? Come on, man!
You brought everyone together, Valdi.
I did?
It's really quite amazing. Even though you're all doing different things, you help each other out in all sorts of different ways.
That's right. And when there's something missing, it always has a knock-on impact somewhere else. Sometimes you don't notice something's awry until after that effect has manifested itself.
You know, the world's kind of like a Levnis, isn't it? It's like a mesh of so many different parts, all interconnected. And because it's made up of all these different things and people, it moves. It's alive.
So then, Baldi and Manana are also belong to parts of world?
Not just us. My buddies here are too.
Not just some tools to be used, eh?
Right, they're not. I'm just reaching for ideas right now. But hey, I'm a mechanic. And if the world's like a Levnis, then I sure as Spark should be able to fix it. I'll make a new tomorrow, where we can all live in harmony.
Ambitious goal for Grease Monkey, but willing to keep on radar, with much giving of side-eye.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Was not compliment.
Well, I believe in you, mate. You're Kevis's #1 mechanic, after all. You can't argue with that.
Shucks.
Valdi's just such an earnest and friendly person.
Okay then, let's report into Uzette, shall we?
Colony relations gone.
Even if he is a bit, one-track minded, he's such an earnest and friendly person. You can't help but love him. Or at least respect him. Alright, Yuzette, how's up?
Yuzette! Shouldn't you be lying down?
Nah, I'm feeling way better. I'm not just putting on a brave face for you guys, okay? I'm not.
Uh-huh. All right. If you say so.
Thanks for always getting us out of trouble, Yuzette.
What? Where'd this come from?
Turns out this guy's actually more thoughtful than you give him credit for.
Thoughtful?
From now on, I'm helping you with your chores. So let's both do the best we can, and make some of the finest Levnesses the world has ever seen.
Sure, count on it. As if, over my dead body.
Huh?
If I trust you with anything, things are gonna get way out of hand. You just casually go and extend the leases on Levnis rentals. You plain give away the materials that we cracked down on after we caught those guys illegally hoarding. Every time you give a report, my blood runs cold. Think about how I feel trying to manage this stuff.
Right. Sorry. Still, I'm glad to see you're feeling well enough to give me a telling off like that.
Glad, but I'm seething with rage here.
Yeah, I can see that.
So, I guess none of this really sorted out Yuzette's workload problem, did it?
Yeah, I guess not.
Huh. But maybe this is a good way for them to mesh in the end.
Maybe it is. Remember what Issa told us?
Okay, maybe we might have caused a little bit of an issue with Yuzette. Who knows?
That you can't
Well,
just
obviously
look
we
at
did.
one aspect of the whole. I think that's how it is with Colony 30.
Exploring beyond Colony 30, Volley realized the world has many moving parts to it, just like Levnis. This insight will fuel much growth. United and united. Everyone's united in one... Oh. I'd say in one thing, but it's more like everyone's united in multiple different aspects. But we certainly...
Different, if I'm being honest.
We always knew it'd be a big job. Let's just keep plugging away at it, shall we?
Pooly succumb to whims on occasion, but we'll keep on board on account of very handy skill. Derek currently proceeding on track for phase 6. Friends bring materials and Republic give them speedy quick.
Let's hand the stuff over.
Ooh, we had enough to upgrade to go all the way to phase 6. Lovely. Everything collected. Phase 6 officially finished. Thank... Meh? Yeah, what wrong? Derek not work. Ether supply finish. Why it happen at a time like this? What's going on? If Papa needs huge amount of ether to build Doric, but it looked like we don't have enough ether. Construction of Doric not able to continue like this. It's impossible. They just chewed through the entire ether supply. Even the music's not playing. Steenlangs is very in order to have tech for ourselves. What an idea. If they'd have continued the war, Colony 30's battle performance would have been off the charts. But now, the commander did this precisely because we've stopped fighting, didn't he? Just forget what I said, okay? Oh, it's back. Gambler is real man of patience. Few able to endure mighty enthusiasm of Valdi. Know much about workings of Levinus too. Certainly none but bones are lazy.
Some relationships changed.
Well of wisdom. How's it gonna be until we solve the ether shortage? Well, Yuzette said the shortage will likely continue for the foreseeable future, so... You're joking. Snuff my life. Anna's castle is liberated, huh? Does that mean we won't be fighting with the Agnian army as much anymore? That's an improvement, right? I mean, less war, that's a good thing now. Well, without war, our role as pilots would pretty much vanish. And there isn't really much else that I can do. Hey, don't say stuff like that. That's loser talk. True that. Well, we've got one more thing we can do. One more of these, and then we'll be going... Then we'll be sorting out all those extra quests we've been picking up along the way. And probably also a few other extra quests we haven't been picking up. No wonder it's the paint scuffed. I've been running my nail in between the gap between the minus button and the edge. So of course the paint's scuffed.
Leave it to me. You want me to lead?
No. Whoop. Oh, brilliant. I was just looking for you guys. Really? Really? You're just in the... It isn't time to give me a hand. Oh, great. Why were you looking for them in particular? Sorry, I got a bit overexcited there. You know that you can find ether in the Colony Lambda tunnels, right? Yes, I was aware. It's very rich in resources as a colony. Uh-huh. And when I saw the probe in action, it just dawned on me. What if Colony Tower had some natural resources we could tap into too? So I thought I'd borrow the probe and have a look-see. You're really raring to go, huh? I'm not sure just charging around aimless is going to get you the results you want. I won't go that far, Nuka. We've at least got to look, and that's where you come in. Don't think there's any harm in trying. Exactly my thoughts. Don't listen to Nuka being all pessimistic. It's a good thing you came. Your problem is you haven't got two thoughts in your head. Sorry, it's not that Sailing and Nuka don't get along. As long as we can definitively verify the presence of resources, that should be an end to the argument. Something like that. Just think, if we could do something, we could be raking it in just like Lambda. Let's get this ball rolling then. Come with me to the Tree Hollow opening. All right. Learning from Lambda.
I see some relations have changed.
Don't get along.
Looks like colony relations have changed.
My stomach's growling.
Sharing personnel. Christian makes absolutely dreamy accessories, you know? She's good with the hands, enough to make you jealous. There's an elevator here, but you don't use it? As I understand, it's been locked ever since the Turkins invaded us a few decades ago. We just leave it as is. Getting it back online would mean going down to the lower levels, you see. We already got it back online, though. So...
Time to take the fast way.
Whee! As usual. Dude, 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 dude. There we go. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Ah, here we go. We're going up, 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 and away. All the way up and away. Feels like yesterday we had we were actually trying to make sure we didn't get seen by these guys, so we didn't have to fight them.
Sliding down. Let me check.
Got a rare doodah right here.
Yeah, I know we can go up there.
It appears we can pass through here.
Sleepy Google.
That smarts.
Are there resources here? Ah, there are. There you are. I don't know. You can't really say just yet. But I reckon we have a good idea once we use this device to look around. Right. Here, take this. Okay. Give it a quick test. Just stick it somewhere around here. Let's give it a try. Okay, let's do this. Oof, that's loud. I could do without the noise. Is it reacting? Looks like it's kinda... Hold on, we've got visitors. Oh, they heard the noise. Who'd visit out in the middle of... Again! They must have been attracted by the sound. Looks like there's still some room for improvement. Well, don't just stare at them. Do something! Showtime!
You're a lifesaver. I'm all for it.
I can still do this.
I'll help you.
Liberation! I couldn't keep them in check.
I know who to rely on, Juniper.
Alright, everyone, enjoy your arts.
Sometimes brute force is the answer.
The heat is on.
Now we're in the swing of things. This ain't the half of it.
Time to end it.
Enemies! I'll hold them off. You gotta face me.
Thanks.
Eyes over here.
Thanks.
We hit them where it hurts. Wait to go.
Alright, everyone, enjoy it.
Couldn't keep them in check. Eyes over here.
Perfect timing.
I couldn't keep them in check. I'm sorry, everyone.
Help's on the way.
We hit them where it hurt. You gotta face me.
No aggro.
It's amazing.
I gotta push
Eyes
through
over
this.
here.
Cheers for that.
Everyone gets buffs. That should be enough searching. Do we have any results? Yeah, there's nothing here. The reaction was pretty faint. I'd say we have better luck in the lower levels. Guess you got a reaction, better than nothing, right? Right, you are. I'll head on down and... No, Serlin, you're on standby. Wait for us at the colony. Oh, what? I didn't come all this way to stand around twiddling my thumbs. The lower levels are dangerous, and until we know whether there are resources, I'm not going to put you at risk. They're probably crawling with strong monsters too. We'll handle it better alone. Okay, fine. I don't want to weigh you all down. Sorry, guys. It looks like I'll be living it up here on my own, son. I'll go and get you as soon as something turns up. I owe you. Well, down we are. Well, these guys are going to be looking a little less terrifying, but probably still a bit terrifying. Yeah. Darker gold and red still. For these, get for all the enemies. Let's give this a shot then. This seems like a good place. Yeah, let's take that probe in. Wow, this is like off the charts. I suppose there really are resources to be had around here. You being a naysayer again? I am. I don't think it would be so easy to find anything. Bully for us, but if that sparking sound attracts more monsters, then... Oh, here they are. What did I tell you? Better get them out of the way if we want to check out our findings, huh? Let's do it! Huh. Le bonk. Le bonk.
Well appreciated. Nothing's going. Oriole! You think I'm weak?
You're pushing yourself too hard. Couldn't keep them in check. Thanks, things are building up.
Another arts heal ring.
Feels just like it should. Move it!
Feel that? Oh yeah!
Strength! It's amazing!
Another notch on my belt.
Not
Get out of
prepared!
here! Things are building up.
Time to end this. Yeah!
Don't face me! Eyes over here!
Cheers for that!
Crap, they broke away.
Right, everyone, enjoy the art. Enjoy that. Everyone gets more buffs.
Got all the healing you need right here.
I know what to do. Down, not bad blocking if I say so myself. Nice one, Uni.
You think I'm weak?
There you go.
Nature. Dad, you can handle this one.
Hey, perfect. This is exactly why I didn't bring Selling with us. The lower levels are no joke. Yeah, good thing we managed to whack those monsters as well. Oh hey, now it's reacting differently. I think that means this is the place. This colony tower has its own resources too. Wow. That's right, and Selling was right about it being about probably benefiting the colony. Then let's not keep him waiting for the report. Heh, think he'll faint with shock? He might. Let's give him the good news and put him out of his misery.
I see some relations have changed.
Whee!
Looks like colony relations have changed.
You're back, so did you find anything? We did. According to your device, there are resources in the lower levels. There are? Yeah, but the monsters are rock hard down there in there. Yeah, not a problem. As long as there are resources to find, we can work together with Lambda. You've already hammered out a deal with them. They said they'd lend us lemnises to help with the excavation. It would certainly preclude the lower level monsters from posing a problem. Lambda's troops are highly trained professionals. I can't see any problems arising as long as they're on the case. That's great. If they're going to help, really nice work. I'll get myself up to Lambda then and tell them the good news. Oh, but first, I need to rub it in Nutka's face that I was right. Thanks all. Yeah, not foreseeing a lot of harmony in their future. Oh, they'll be fine. They're really close friends underneath all the antagonism. They respect each other a lot. Well, you know them better than me. They both care a lot about Colony Tau, and I don't doubt they'll work better to it. Work to better it. Bleh. Words. Signs of ether were detected in the lower levels of Mactha Wildwood. Selin will now work together with Nutka and Colony Lambda to develop the Colony Tau. Oh, what?
Ah! What the spark's all this?
What are these monsters doing here?
What's going on?
Why, little Junebug? You're late.
Console.
You know I can't abide tardiness. Too much fun and games, is it? Ha! Life is not a bed of roses, my dear. You must be aware of that, surely.
What are you after?
My. Why so sour, my little Uro berries? I haven't the slightest inclination to involve myself in a fracas with you.
Oh yeah? Then what are you doing here?
Dear, I am positively quaking in my boots. I am here to see my little Junebug, nothing more.
And you expect us to believe that?
You may set your hearts aflutter with whatever feelings you desire, for all I care. If I must confide in you a detail, I would like you to know that it was I who dealt those monsters a swift demise.
You? I can confirm that. If it weren't for the console, we might not even be standing here.
Spark. If only I hadn't screwed up.
You're injured.
Yeah, my fault. I got cocky. Monster's got a free swipe in.
You may find it hard to believe, but I'm quite the assiduous type. I've been keeping a close watch on my fruitlings. But now that little Junebug has returned, there is yet more work to be done.
You're not angry about the flame clock?
Angry? You were the ones who broke it. You aren't going to apologize, are you? Besides, I've been aware of the circumstances for a while now. It has to be said, it's a delicate topic.
Delicate?
Yes, delicate. Do your ears need rinsing, Poppet? I don't know if you're aware, but the people of Tau themselves chose to break the clock. It's hardly my place to complain. I happen to be quite the individualist. Don't you know?
You're not making a lick of sense.
Now, Junebug, be a sweet pea and go on ahead, will you?
Don't worry. I'll be fine. Noah, we're just letting Juniper go?
Juniper said not to worry, so let's not worry.
That's the spirit. Perhaps you and I will be able to see eye to eye after all. Oh, one thing. I have a job for you, Uro Berries, if you would be so kind.
A job? For us?
For you. I'd like you to procure some twine turf. For me.
Yeah? What are you using it for?
Someone's got to remove those nuisances for new life to settle in. But preparations will need to be in place if we are to dispose of them. Which is where the twine turf comes in.
Twine turf. I think I saw some of that in Yellow Grove.
Well, look at that. How fortuitous. That's a mere stone's throw from here.
She doesn't seem too bad, but something's off.
Well, it's not far. That's true.
See? It wouldn't kill you to fetch some.
I know what you're thinking. But these things really are going to be a problem for us otherwise, so we'd really appreciate the help. No, I understand. Let's go then.
Possibly. This is survivors. Thanks a lot for dealing with the Turkins. There's a lot of those featherheads around here. I think it's better we keep our alliance. We're going to be hard pressed to keep sending them tributes, though. Sounds back from the field trip to Colony Lambda. We're currently discussing how we best make use of our combined talents. You better not get up to your usual tricks again. I won't if he behaves. But hey, we're both working in the interests of the colony, so I'm feeling pretty hopeful.
I see some relations have changed.
Cooperating. Cardamine really appreciated the lengths you guys went to, you know? What did we do? You sent off our Offseer, for one. Carmine blamed himself for Offseer's death. He'd been beating himself up about it for so long, it was painful to see. He found his way again. He's found his way again now, though, thanks to you, to all you've done. It's above and beyond, really is. Really, it is.
Some relations have changed.
That water down at the Spring of Rona really does make you feel like a new person. You've got to try it. Caressia came back to us recently. She was in Colony Gamma getting inspired, but it looks like there's something on her mind. It's a trickle, but my friends are finally starting to come back. You don't realize how precious they are until they're gone. They really do mean the world to me. That's the medic tent. Strips and drowse, my friends started to come back. Huh, so some over here then, eh? Alright. That should be fine. Oh yeah, I need to change up that, Where's the turbo? No, it's mimic technique. Damage share. What's everyone's actual ranks looking like? 16, 13, 8, 2, 7, and 9. That works. Shimmer. Shimmer leaf. Oh, some all the way up here, was there?
Watch your footing, guys.
Shimmer leaf again. Along with some lovely pulp grass.
Something so valuable here.
This is what we were after.
That takes care of that.
You think this'll do?
Don't see why not.
I wonder how the console's going to use this stuff to get rid of the monsters.
I haven't a clue.
Everyone!
Juniper, are you alright?
Yes. And the colony is unharmed, thank goodness. Hey, Juniper. Has your console always been like that? The console? I don't really recall.
You said she pretty much left you to it, right?
That's correct. The console rarely ever visits us. We've met a couple of times, but I barely have any recollection of us talking.
So why on Ionios would she start involving herself now?
I say we get this job done and then we give her a piece of our mind. I mean, I don't really sense any hostility from it. Maybe it's fine.
But you have to admit, she's got a way of getting on your nerves, right?
Still, she is a consul. If we underestimate her, we'll no doubt be in for a world of pain.
Noted. But even if we do have to fight, it'd have to be outside of the colony.
Yeah. We don't know what she might be planning to do with the people of Colony Tau.
We should try to head back soon.
To the canteen.
My stomach's growling. I'll report into the console.
Is that enough for you?
Wonderful, my dear Uroberries. Quite the speedy little workers, aren't you?
So, how are you going to use the stuff?
We're going to make it into a pulp and throw it into a bonfire. I hear it has the most fragrant aroma. No doubt the creatures will be drawn straight to it. A little assistance wouldn't go amiss. You.
Huh? Yes.
What a farce.
They're drawn to the scent, are they?
What is it, Tyon? You picked up on something?
Not exactly.
Oh, what is this? Oh, I do so hate the forest. What with all the bugs?
Right. Well, they do say that bugs hate smoke.
You know the type of insect I hate the most? The creepy, crawly kind. Oh, ghastly things. How about you?
Me? I've seen them all before. Can't say they bother me.
Oh. Such a tedious little corner of Ionios. Nothing much ever happens around here, does it?
No, not really. I'm kind of used to it by now, though.
Well, of course you would be. State the obvious. Why don't you?
Oh, right. Sorry, ma'am.
Now throw in the plants I gave you, and we should be all set for the preparatory phase.
Wait, if we're gonna make a bonfire that with a smell, with a scent that attracts the monsters, doesn't that mean they're just gonna come right here?
Where are you going, ma'am?
Oh, you know, I thought I might witness a little of that Ouroberry magic. The smoke rising from the bonfire acts like a signal flare to indicate the start of battle.
Yeah? What's that got to do with...
Crap! They're back! Again!
What?
Looks like you've got your work cut out for you. Oh yes, you had better live your lives to their very fullest.
Yeah.
What? These monsters! Don't ask me! They just showed up out of the blue and started heading this way!
These monsters aren't from the forest. Why would they have come in so far?
I have my hunches.
No point guessing right now. Let's send these guys packing.
Do it.
Great! You're a lifesaver! Oriole! Good going, Uni! Can you deal with this?
Cool, keep them in check. Eyes over here.
You're a lifesaver!
Ow. But
Keep them in check.
We can do this!
I can feel it in my bones. Eat this.
All right, keep them coming.
That's me before.
I know! Feeling good!
power up.
Half of it.
Time to end it!
All right, keep them coming.
You're on fire, lad!
Keep up the pressure. Move it. We hit them where it hurts.
I'm grateful!
Power up.
Gah! There's no end to him.
The appropriate tactic in this situation is fight first, whine later, mate.
Yeah, I know, man. Makes me feel better, though.
My dear, sweet little Junebug, I'll tell you what I'm trying to accomplish here. I want to see Colony Tau performing to the very best of their ability.
What?
I want them to wallow in regret, to agonize, tremble, suffer, rise, convulse, and then die. You see, the look on their faces at that moment is the most delectable thing in the world to me.
Consort, I don't understand.
All that you are, distilled at the cusp of death to a perfect fraction of unbearable humiliation.
Oh, I get it.
However, teetering there on the edge of oblivion is also the moment in which you shine the brightest. The terror of death flickering in your minds, fighting madly in the hope that you still might live. A newborn babe could never hope to match that expression of horror. Only the march of time can crystallize those grimaces of wrath and agony, aged to perfection, like a fine wine.
They're coming our way, too. Never a dull moment around here.
Come now, Junebug. Chin up. I want to see you at the peak of your brilliance. I can't savor your emotions if you don't ripen to your fullest now, can I?
That's why Colony Tau had. That's why she barely ever arrived, and why Colony Tau was always so.
You're a lifesaver! Oriole! Not prepared!
Was always so low at the flame clock.
Perfect timing.
Overfall!
Down you go! Things are building up.
Time to end this. I don't think to rely on Juniper. You think I'm wheeling?
My power flows free.
Power up.
Heal harmony! We can do this!
I can feel it in my bones.
Can you deal with this? I know just where it hurts the most. Nice moves, child. Cross in, keep it up,
I can
Senna.
handle this one. Nice one, Uni. Strong now.
Let's use it to the max!
More buffs.
Impressive, child. You think I'm weak? Oriole!
Lovely, wouldn't you say?
Part of me now.
Sparks! They got Roland. Somebody go and help the poor soul.
How in the... Are we snuffed then? Is this it for us?
Stay calm. There's still a glimmer of hope. There aren't as many monsters as before. It's doable. Keep pushing them back.
We'll try.
Uro berries are a force to be reckoned with, aren't they? I hadn't factored them in, but I did get a taste of fear and despair, and for that I'm truly grateful. You must have felt such sweet relief when they broke the flame clock. How does it feel to have all that taken away from you? You'd better pick up the pace, or my little monsters will flock to you like a free meat.
It's the smoke. Put out the fire. Stop the smoke.
Oh. I think it's a little late for that.
I had my doubts, but I never thought you were so brazen as to do this openly.
When you crush and burn those plants, they make the most irresistible aroma for monsters.
So you lied about getting rid of them?
I said that nuisances had to be removed. Who said anything about monsters? I was hoping to remove everyone save little Junebug here, and make way for new growth in the forest.
You don't have to spout a load of shite, you know that.
I was hoping to see them savaged by hungry beasts, but oh well, your efforts have managed to ruin a perfectly good tragedy. Again.
Again?
Did I not mention? Not a few days ago, I recall that you intervened. I was hoping to cull some fruitlings before their homecoming.
Ah, the monsters from before.
Yes, that's it. That's the way. It's the monsters that you encountered on that fateful day. The very same. Yes, I led them there myself. If they had feasted on your husks, I could have thrown them into the colony and given you such a fright.
Why? Why would you think of doing such an awful thing?
I took you to be smarter than this, Junebug. Be a dear and fire up those synapses for me. Colony Tau was ready to accept their fate. I settled on the monsters as the best way to deal with that. I thought perhaps if you were to see your friends torn apart before your very eyes, it might give you the stimulus you need.
You're beyond help.
When the flame clock was destroyed, and you were given the chance to live, you also came to fear death, and gained the ability to suffer, as you are doing right now. You've done well, my little Uro berries. Yes, indeed. The look on your faces is not something so easily reproduced. Ah, how long I've waited just to see those contortions. The perfect moment. Once matured, then savored. I'll not let you die easily. I shall see to that.
You consoles are all the same, aren't you? How can you toy with people's lives like this? You think this is fun?
Oh, I just love teasing my favorite playthings. Is that really so difficult to understand? Well, it's been lovely talking to you, but I'm afraid time's getting on. If you despise me so much, slay my little pets and try taking me on yourselves.
And they're back.
You're a lifesaver.
Heal Harmony! I've weakened them. Wait to show them, Juniper! You've got to face me!
Thanks! You think I'm weak? The heat is on!
Heal up, everyone! Ow.
Time to get
Things are building up.
Sometimes brute force is the answer.
Really felt it. Eat this!
Overfall! Not prepared!
Fire! Power of Ouroboros!
I'm more than strong enough to punch your lights out! You think I'm weak?
Refreshing
Overfall!
rain, Dominion!
Can you deal with
Steel crushing right on Fang.
I'm on healing! Perfect time.
My, you really defeated them? All of them? Well, you're nothing if not tenacious.
If you stay away from our colony without interfering, just as you always have, I'm willing to let bygones be bygones.
Without interfering? You really are a model child, aren't you? I told you, I consider myself the assiduous type. Why do you think that so few make it to homecoming? In this pit that none know about or care about? Why do you think there are few threats to your colony? Yet your flame clock teeters on the brink of collapse.
Well...
Let me explain it to you in simple terms that even you will be able to understand. I made it that way. It was by my design.
What?
You really are the lowest of the low!
I had the soldiers die when approaching their final term. I conceived your peculiar traditions, and I sent monsters to you. And when your numbers were culled just enough to maintain the colony, I sent you new recruits. When you lacked a source of life with which to fill the clock, I placed monsters of adequate strength for your succor. And it has all been for this moment. Oh, the lengths I went to just for today.
I cannot begin to understand you.
Countless hours of painstaking effort went into this. But I am so very glad to have met a soul like yourself, little Junebug. Even your rage brings me delight. The fact that you want to kill me where I stand, even more rapturous. I shall contort your face into an expression of pure agony. I shall tear down all that you are.
The people of Colony Town have been fighting just to survive day to day. We won't allow you to have your way anymore. This ends here.
Yes, I suppose you're right. My actions are unforgivable. Come then, do your worst. If you don't kill me now...
You'll have to watch as I slaughter your precious colony Tau before your very eyes.
Showtime. Mobius, you.
Let your face twist in agony for my pleasure.
Couldn't keep them in check. Eyes over here.
Thanks.
Let me give you a taste. I'll bring you down. No question. Crap, they broke away.
Where that came from? I gotta push through this.
Healing's on the way. Hold on. You gotta face me.
Perfect time.
Buffs for everybody.
Let me give you a taste. I still have work to do.
Eyes over here.
Perfect time. Here and now. Where that came from? Let me give you a taste.
I'll end it here.
Power up. Everyone gets buffs.
You won't get away.
I gave people decoy, nice. Everyone gets heals, and everyone gets buff. And everyone gets my buffs. Look at the buffs we've got, it's absolutely insane. Enjoy the buffs again. More buffs for everybody. Shackled. Oh, Shackle Defender. That's a different one, isn't it? Alright, everyone, more buffs! Regardless of even if we win this, I'd say you probably still takes the victory for this one. Even if we beat her. This is exactly what she wanted. She doesn't really seem to mind either way. There we go.
You're strong, aren't you?
Well, then, it looks like it's my loss. You've such power, my Ouroboros.
Consul you.
Oh, yes. Now that right there is the face I wanted to see. I'm afraid I won't be dying here alone. I'm going to kill off all your dear sweet friends, one by one. You will remember exactly how they died, and you will regret it every waking moment. Cursing your own ineptitude, wishing you'd done more. Avenged though they were, aimless anger will consume you. How very exquisite the look on your face will be then.
She's lost the plot. Big time.
This was our victory. You don't need to listen to this.
Colony Tau.
What about them?
We made a promise that we'd survive. And so, the Consul's twisted games are something I cannot entertain.
Junebug. So you really can make a face like that too.
Shoots her right in the chest.
And now I must wonder, did I do the right thing in the end?
I think that's what life is all about. Searching to find that answer.
Yes, how true.
Thanks. Yet again. Feels like you're always saving our bacon.
Now, none of that. We're all mates now, remember?
Yeah, Lance is right. We're all in this together.
Juniper, what's wrong?
Life is cruel, isn't it? Just when I stopped waiting for death and began to live for myself, why must it be so hard? It's just as the Consul said, expecting death would have been so much easier.
You're not wrong. It's not easy. And it never will be.
Sure, but it's still a sight better than doing sparkle and giving up.
That's also true. You're right. Life is a struggle. But I think I'd like to go on fighting for a little while longer at least.
Nah, you've got to dream bigger. Fight until the bitter end.
Perhaps I should. Even without a Consul, our goal remains the same.
That's right. And we've got to start by harvesting the crops.
Right, yes. We have our hands full as it is trying to look after ourselves right now.
Sure. Well, if you ever find yourself having a hard time, we'll be there to help.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you, and see you soon.
Quest complete. Colony Tower's strange modus vivendi was shown to be the Consul's design. The whole affair has once again reminded Juniper of life's harshness. Nah.
My stomach's growling.
I knew all along, you know. Huh? Knew what? There's no towers in the forest. It's all the Consul, wasn't it? Can't grow any decent crops in the forest. We should have been in a place with better soil. It's possible, I guess. I mean,
We could do with some food.
you seem to be growing some decent crops.
I think we need to discuss this.
Well, yeah, let's focus on that. Since we got all those done, we've got about 50 minutes left to do some side quests. And then we'll finish off the rest next stream too. So there's supposed to be the spring whose water makes you stronger. Yeah, I heard about that too. Just from drinking it? Wow, that's the dream. Man, yeah, I'd love a bit of that. That might have story that eating red pollen will make you strong. Probably same kind of story. I'd love to find that spring. It's a load of bollocks. If something like that really exists, why haven't other colonies heard of it? I've got to say, I have no knowledge of this either. Then why don't we investigate it? I mean, if we look into it and find out there really is water that makes you stronger, it's a win-win, right? True, but this wouldn't be the first spurious legend to grace this colony. If this is a malicious custom that started in Colony Tau, we should debunk it right now. As you wish, the Spring of Ronar is the place.
Break time's over.
Yes, game. Thank you, game. Good job this game auto saves. What are you doing here? They're looking for the spring. What about you, Nuka? I'm still going to put in all the knowledge I got from Colony Iota about water and rocks to use. I think perhaps that drinking this water isn't suddenly going to turn you into a better soldier. Man, this stuff is so good. So good. It's just water. How can it be? Oh, it does taste nice. You can make a sublime cup of tea with this. It really is top quality. It is really top quality water, but I don't think there's anything particularly special in it. So just a normal spring. Seems that way. I don't think it'll give you any powers. What? So that's these bulging biceps. But you're already plenty strong enough. It's all in your head. Should we try one more spring? Other fountains are as good as this, then that would spare us the trek. Is there a spring closer to Tau? There is. This area is a bit too monster infested for comfort. At worst, we might be surrounded. The other spring is a lot more peaceful, and it would be far preferable for us to use as a water source. I see your point. Okay, let's take a look. Follow me. Thanks. Let's go. Ooh, wow. I had my spreadsheet open, so I wasn't double checking the thing. We've got quite a few people lurking. Hello, everyone. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. And if not, hopefully I can help brighten it at least a little bit. Volanutka. Ah.
Considering the distance, maybe it's for the best that Tau don't have to go all that far.
That's true. If anyone gets hurt in the process, it'll be defeating the purpose.
Ah, it is this spring, isn't it? Right here while I look around. Well, its composition is practically identical to the other spring. Interesting. Definitely better to draw water from here. I had a lot of casualties getting water from that spring. This is far and away the better choice. They're both pretty much the same. How come the other one's got a legend about beefing you up, but then this doesn't? Ah, whoops, wrong voice. No idea. It's just something that people have said. It's how customs work. It doesn't matter how ludicrous they are, people refuse to let go of them. Gloria's always had an awful time trekking up there to fetch water. If we can lighten her load, I count that as a win. She's already working hard enough trying to treat all our injured. Graziana too. She and Gloria are responsible for the water supplies. Graziana's very careful, thankfully. She hasn't had any unpleasant monster encounters yet. The water's so good from this spring. The water's so good from this spring too. She should be pleased. Do you mind if we leave you to spread the good news? No problem. Let me fill her up first. Thanks for coming out here. No bother at all. We're just happy if we can stop more people from getting hurt. Right, it's little things like this. There. Right, it's little things like these that make life easy for everyone. Hang in there. Nice simple quest. According to Nuka's survey, the composition of Rona Springs is just like that of Quarquakas. Thus dies another one of Colony Tower's superstitions. The Return.
I see some relations have changed.
Problem solver. So obviously something to do with the metal and the minerals and whatever's underneath here is giving the water those interesting properties.
We're sliding down.
As in, like, it's very mineral rich and giving it a unique taste to make people like really get a placebo effect in their head. Feeling more energized and thus feeling a bit stronger. Wait, so this water from the spring of Rana wasn't even special? It seems not. You're joking. So what was the point of us looking at ourselves all the way over there time after time? Friends have been injured on that trip, all because we thought that water gave us strength. Well, now you don't have to, because you can just get water just as good practically on your doorstep. Gimme lettuce, spongy spud, monster mango, gimme lettuce, white melon balls. Nice.
My stomach's growling.
I gotta apologize, I'm ashamed of the way I acted. Relax, mate, I'm a give and take kind of guy. Well, I appreciate it. The cons may have gone, but things are still tough at Colony Tower at the moment. But I'm going to do everything I can to bounce back and really start contributing again. I'm indebted to the Colony Iota survey branch, you know. They show me how vital it is to do your research. In times of uncertainty, data is queen. I'd better get looking into more than just the water's quality.
Every day's a training day.
Alright, we've got some more information to look into.
Better make sure we're well rested.
The Return.
Where should I start?
Those are the people who went from town to other colonies have come back. Those were colonies we'd liberated, and we did notify that they'd be coming, so it's not like I was overly worried. But still, it's no small feat to get there and back alone. I don't think I could have made it. Yeah, me neither. Not on my own, anyways. And yet, as a learning experience, I'm sure it was invaluable. I agree with you. It's bound to spur on Colony Town in all sorts of ways, expected and not. Before this, the place was slowly headed for the scrap heap. No one would have been worse. No one would have been any the wiser. They grabbed this opportunity and ran with it. Good on them. Certainly. We could stand to emulate their example.
I think we need to discuss this.
Corestia left for Colony Gamma, didn't she? Right. Even before the flame clock was broken, she'd always been interested in life outside the colony. As soon as she got a chance, she picked up and set off for Gamma. It must be so cool to be able to make accessories. Yeah, she's always been quite dexterous, always big into playing to her advantages. Alright, you got me interested. What sort of stuff does she make? Oh, let's go visit her and you can see for yourself. That's a nice idea. Okay, let's see how Coressia's doing. Coressia finds her calling.
Right then.
Looks like colony relations have changed.
Colony Lambda. Colony 9 are united. Colony Lambda, they're frowning but sharing personnel. Hey, Coressia, do you have a moment to talk? Sure, what's up? Well, you're quite the accessory maker. I was hoping we could take a gander at your work. Oh, I see. I do enjoy making things. Not sure I'd say I was any. Not sure I'd say I was of it. Yeah. Not sure I'd say any of it was good though. Don't be modest. Everyone in Gamma adores your work, don't they? Well, I guess, but I can't just come out and say that myself. If your work is as lovely as it sounds, I think you're allowed to be proud of it. Yeah, I suppose. You know, you've actually come at the perfect time. We were just talking about something. Oh yeah? Coressia has been telling me she wants to study more accessories. Hey! She's just too shy to say it. So, what do you say? Would you be able to bring some accessories here for her to study? I see. I mean, there's a lot of styles and things I've never seen before. It's just a little hobby of mine, though. I wouldn't want to annoy the colony with it. On the contrary, the application of such skill might actually contribute a positive effect on colony development. What did you have in mind? If you can make accessories, you can sell them to other colonies. I think there'd be a decent market for it. You're right, that sounds like a really good idea. How does that sound, Coressia? You can use your hobby to help the colony out. I'll do my best. In that case, I think I really need to see other styles of accessories. It'll help me improve my craft. We can certainly help you out with that. Thank you. Then bring me as many different things as you can, please. Will do. You just sit tight. We'll be back before you can say bang on tread.
Looks like colony relations have changed.
Have you brought me some accessories? Here's what I got for you.
Now, what was it we needed?
Your power bangle. Ah, they've got the cooperating one now. Good. That's something. Right, what was this quest called again? Coressia finds her calling. Right. How'd you spell it? Coressia.
Gotta keep nice and limber.
Clack, clack, clack. Ba, 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 ba.
Right.
Black Steel Band.
I should write this all down.
Colony 9, Colony 9. Colony Gamma. Colony 4. Colony Iota. And the Lambda Commissary. Alright. So first off, we go to Colony 9. Do 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 do.
My stomach's growling.
To the commissary. I completely forgot the word for a second there. Whoops.
I've never seen so many people in one place.
There's so much choice.
Alright, so that's those two. No, and prayer necklace, actually. You can also get prayer necklaces here. Colony 9 is just the place you can get most of these, it seems.
There's so much choice.
The next one is the Vibrant Arm Ring, which is the Gamma Commissary. We have got a quest that we haven't finished here yet, but we'll do that after we finish this one, I think. I think that'll be fair.
What to buy?
The next one is the Hero Glove. Actually, we already gave her Hero Gloves. I'm pretty sure. Calling out to Canteen.
My stomach's growling.
Ooh, Casper. The other colonies might not take to troops like Salazar so kindly, I think. She has some really great ideas, though. She was the one that dug the underground channels for our drinking water. Thanks to Dame Alex recognizing her special way of fighting, she's now allowed to immerse herself in her research. Sure, Salazar could be a difficult person, but I'm sure she holds Dame Alex in great esteem.
I see some relations.
My queen does something smell good around here. You know, it's Dame Alex's birthday soon, right? I thought I'd cook up something scrumptious for her. Alexandria's birthday. Agnes Castle's liberated at last! We've cleared away the old and the fresh buds of the new are poking up through the soil. That's what it feels like. The new era that Dame Alex had dreamed of is just around the corner. Oh, quite a few actual other things here too. Thorben's persistent, competitive. He'll pass me one day. What, you think Corbin will be better than you? You really think he's got that in him? Yes, if he finds a centre. A worthy successor.
I see some relations have changed.
Colonies get destroyed once they reach gold rank? I can't believe it. I'm afraid it's true. Mortifying, isn't it? And we were already silver. One more move and we would have been suffered the same fate. It's a spine-chilling thought, all right. Whoa, Sequoia! That girl needs to ease off. No, she's so into her work, she's making me look bad. So this is how she got the Collectopedia doing the rounds. Not in my comfort zone, though, as a mechanic. It's not easy. That's not to say I'm not interested, because I am. I'm hoping she can actually teach me a bunch, fingers crossed. Yeah, again, that feels like there should be a affinity link, but apparently not.
There's so much choice.
Was it the affection necklace? No, it was not. Whoops. It was the power bangle. And then we go to Connie Lambda for the Lambda one. Do. So yeah, we're going to be going around the world a little bit just to make sure we get all the quests done, and then we're going to be moving on to the next thing. Methinkies. We're going to be moving on to the story. So probably this stream and probably the next stream will also just be full of quests, but we might be able to start the story. Who knows? Hey, I hope you don't mind me asking, but what is a spa exactly? Huh? Where'd this come from? The kind of keeps asking everyone to join him on a trip to this spa place. He's got a spa on the brain, has he? He's not answering my question. I mean, fair.
There's so much choice.
Oh, wrong one. I keep doing that. There's so many landmarks in Colony Tower. It's actually funny for how tiny it is. Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Everyone.
That hurt.
I'm sorry.
Okay, let's see what I can do. Do 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 do. That worked. The smart thing would have just been to warp to the canteen or something, but I'm not smart. Have you brought me some accessories?
Now, what was it we needed?
Oh. Well, fine. Apparently I just need to give him a bunch. That's annoying. There wasn't even 10 options there. You need to give him multiple.
What to buy?
Whoop. Do 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 do. Da 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 da. Have you brought me some accessories? Here's what I got for you.
What was it we needed?
There we go. That's all of it. Ah, I see. Oh yeah. Oh, and if you noted like this. Oh, this is fired clay. What a fantastic technique. Thanks so much. I can really use this knowledge. I can't wait to really dive into this and show off what I've learnt. Oh, I think I might want to tour some colonies with my accessories. I like that idea. Mio, do you know any good colonies to start with? Let me think. Maybe Colony Mew? I think your style would go down well with the people there. Colony Mew. Okay, I'll go try my luck. We'll pop in and see how you're doing later, yeah? Yeah, good plan. Why don't you go, Caressia? Well, let's see what's up in Mew. Hi, Fiona. I decided to hang on to Irma's key for a while. When everyone's ready, I'd like to talk about if we should bury it in the flower garden or not. Okay, and what if no one's down with that? Well then, if that's how it goes, then I'll hang on to it. I think it's important that everyone gets to see Irma, both the good and the bad. Oh, hi. Thanks for coming. How's it going? Not bad. I managed to get all the relevant approvals. People have been really nice to me. I think this one's cuter. What do you think, Nico? Between this one or that one? The one under Nico can't decide. Look at all the customers I've got. It's all thanks to you. I am a bit nervous when it comes to showing my things to the public, though. You know what? I'm just going to tell everyone about your work. Oh, that would be lovely, but you don't have to go to... Just wait here. And she's gone. Let's stick around and see what happens, shall we? Okay, the others should be coming along any minute now. What? Oh, wow, a real live accessory shop. Whew, that's a sizable number. Everyone's going to go mad for this. I'm flattered. Thank you all for taking the time to look at my work. I'll take this. Oh, Oh, I like this one. Oh, should we get something for Fifi too? Absolutely. Nico will help you choose since she's me. We can get started immediately. Me too. This one, yes, and this one. Oh, who wanted what? Yeah, I've lost track. I couldn't have asked for a better outcome. The whole of Colony Mew is pretty much in love with her work. I didn't know it would be so hard. It's not easy, is it? Can we help at all? Okay, but until then, I'm going to see how far I can get on my own steam. Thank you, everyone. And I'll perfect my art for Colony Tau. If anyone can make this work, it's you, Caressia. Nico's really sorry to butt in, but Nico, that's me, needs your expert opinion on which of these suits Nico better. Let me see, which one? I'm glad she found her niche. Yeah, she's going places all right. It's a wonderful feeling seeing your friends go all out and find their place in the world. A place they can truly blossom. Iron Sash.
Have changed.
First customer! Wants the support.
Looks like colony relations have changed.
They are united! We're getting there, slowly but surely. If you'll excuse me 1 second, though, I do... Yeah, you'll excuse me. No further, unplugged it. I unplugged something. Oh yeah, I unplugged it. Where's it gone? But anyway, excuse me 1 sec. Let it go. Oh no wonder. I was looking at the wrong thing. Where did I put the things? Oh, they're on the floor. I'm not very smart at that. The unplugged zone. Yeah, the unplugged zone. Is it frozen? It's frozen. Ah! Right, we're back in the scuff zone because I accidentally pulled the cable out. Hold on. Technical difficulties. That one. And then reset to that. There we go. Transition, and the capture card's still working with the sound. Good. There we go.
Looks like colony relations have changed.
Stomach's growling.
Another one. Yeah, okay. So at some point we can put whoever we want on there. That's good. There's still been any teaching requests at the moment. But there is a big quest over here for some reason. Presumably after we finished his quest. So, properly speaking, is the bowwoman supposed to praise the newbies' efforts and bring the exercise to a close? But it looks like they have the same opinion as me. Mio, Xena, Tyon, and our dear Kavesi allies. Your teaching has made them full-fledged soldiers and unparalleled people. Overcoming the spent antagonism towards former enemies, you sincerely faced each other from the same place, and made the right path plain to them. You've burdened yourselves with the concerns of Colony Gamma, namely the cultivation of the next generation, and all of us wish to thank you from the bottom of our hearts. The effort you've had on Gamma will probably spread to other colonies too. The effect may be a drop in the ocean in this world of raging and ceaseless war, but we can all be proud of the ripples that this tiny yet significant step will send out. We hold you in the highest esteem, Ouroboros. So we got a bit distracted upon delivering them back. So teachers. The enemies went through all they learned and became fully fledged soldiers. Okay, good. I did keep it up. Good. And I think that's everything. Yeah, the interaction thing's gone. All right. Next stop in order of visitation of colonies, I guess, is Colony 4.
My stomach's growling.
That's low. The news has reached us. Apparently Kevis aren't the only one with a fake queen. And Monarch of Agnes was a fake too, right? Finding out that really made me think, you know? Like, why is it that we've all been fighting for each other for so long? I'm sorry, that's probably a question for the future. Doesn't matter right now. I already decided what I was fighting for a while back. For Colony 4, and for you guys. Ah.
Better make sure we're well rested.
Colony 4 revitalized. The moon in Colony 4 seems to be a lot livelier than before somehow. I agree. It's likely because they can access the food and resources they need now. I'm so glad they seem to have weathered the storm. Speaking of food, Colony 4 took down that whopper of an army, right? Wow, I bet they got a lot of meat out of that thing. I've heard they got some amazing cuts from it, like first-rate fillets. Bet they've been stuffing themselves in them all day. First-rate fillets? That makes me drool so much, I'm about to get dehydrated. And I get to eat some, huh? Right? Think they'd let us have a little nibble? I don't know. They might think it a bit presumptuous of us if we came asking. Okay, well, but look here. Surely we've helped them enough to earn at least a few bites, right? Oh, great. All this talk of meat and now it's the only thing I want to eat. Samesies. Me too. Good grief, you people. Beyond mercy and revenge.
Where to from here?
Oh, hey, you lot. You came just at the right time. We got our hands on some high-quality meat recently. Care to try some? Oh, you mean from that huge armor you hunted, yeah? Eh? How'd you know that? Is that why you came in the first place? Well, we just heard you had some first-rate fillets, and then we couldn't stop thinking about them, so... So it is why you schlepped yourselves over all this way. Didn't expect you to have such a base motivation, gotta say. Our apologies. If we've offended, we'll just go... Nah, it's fine. We already decided we'd treat you as a thanks for your help. So yeah, grab some seats and I'll bring it right out for you. I've got plenty of that first-rate fillet you want so much, and it's got your names on it. Phew, I'm stuffed. Don't think I've had such tasty meat in all my life. Oh yeah, me too. I was tearing up from how good it was. And definitely on that first-rate part. It melted on my tongue like some kind of huge, juicy, meaty snowflake. Indeed, I won't be forgetting this anytime soon. Well, great feedback. Glad to see my hard work didn't go to waste. That was super delicious. Thank you so much for everything. Something wrong? What? My body feels numb. Hey, what's going on? Stay with me. Somebody come quick. I need the med team here. Stat. Oh, is everyone all right? I don't feel right at all. My body feels wrung out. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna puke. What the spark happened? It seems like we were transported to the medic team after losing consciousness. Let's ask Alessandra what happened. She might know something. Food poisoning seems the most likely. Oh, what a relief. It looks like you're back on your feet. How do you feel? My head still feels fuzzy. Any clue what happened to us back there? Actually, about that, I'll tell you, but please try not to freak out. To be truthful, we found traces of poison in the food you ate earlier. Yep, food poisoning. Poison? Relax, please. It won't have any lasting effects, thanks to how quickly you received treatment. So does that mean that Laszlo guy put poison in our dinner? He's actually being questioned by Boliaris in command right now. We should go there too. What he did was awful, no matter how you slice it. Yeah, there's no grey area to this. We can't let this slide. I don't... Judging from his reaction and immediately calling for the medics, I don't think he was the one who did it. But we've had at least someone who was not happy with us before, so... It might be one of them. That seems like the logical conclusion in my mind. That or someone else from outside. Ah, there you all are. I'm so happy to see... So happy you're still breathing. I heard what happened. Sorry to hear that you got involved in this kind of mess. Ah, yeah. That's what we came to talk about. Right, I see. I suppose you must think I'm the culprit. It's so obvious anyone would. But I didn't do it. I swear. You have to believe me. Well, so he claims, but who else could have done it, if not him? Can you wait a bit before you decide to punish him, Boliaris? Why'd you ask that? If he didn't do it as he says, then the real culprit must be out there somewhere, no? Yeah, I suppose. Are you saying you're going to try and catch them? Ah. I should point out, though, this isn't your responsibility. No, what? Never mind. I'll stop being an idiot now. Alright then, I'll leave the investigation in your capable hands, while I keep an eye on Laszlo here. I'm sorry, I hate to put you out like this. Don't worry, we'll try and straighten this all out. Lovely sentiment, Mio love, but how exactly do you propose we do that? We should gather info at the very least. Let's check out any places we think could be somewhat relevant. Yes, exactly. Let's look for clues, no matter how trivial they may seem. We definitely had someone who's a little rude, but how would they know that they were deliberately going to give it to us? Maybe they overheard him mention it? I'm with Mio on this one. I don't believe Laszlo did it. It just seems too obvious, you know? And he's been nothing but friendly to us, so... I heard what happened to the canteen. That can't have been fun. We're looking for clues right now. Could you tell us if you know anything? Yeah, of course. I'll tell you everything I know. First of all, the meat you all ate came from a giant army that the tactician squad procured. Usually that kind of catch is examined by us before we hand it over to Kakucha on the culinary team. There was no funny business like putting poison in the armor meat when we were looking at it. So you mean the meat was first rate when you saw it? Eh? Eh?
I'm gonna end up a
Senna, keep it in your pocket. I guess this is just guesswork for me, but I think the meat was probably poisoned after we handed it to the kitchen. So you're saying it's more likely the poison was that in the cooking stage. That's what I think anyway. It's purely conjecture though. So maybe it really was Laszlo. Hey, we still don't know that for sure. There might be some other clues around. The poisoner.
I'll do my best.
Think Mio should really be in the lead for this? Hello there. Hey, Alessandra, we wanted to ask you about the poison. Before you do, let me take this opportunity to apologize. Apologize? What for? The neurotoxin you were given, it came from the medical team stores. Really? Well, it's not meant to be as a toxin, really. It's supposed to be a pain-relieving medication, but if you overdose, then, well... Can you guess who it could have been that took the substance from your stores? Well, it goes without saying that the medic team and I can access it. The only other person I could think of are the soldiers in the tactician squad. They often take some of it on missions to use on any wounded soldiers. I've warned them about it many times, but I can never be too strict with them. They are putting their lives on the line for us. So the poison came from the medic team. It really was an inside job by a member of Colony 4. Yeah, so the chef probably wouldn't have had a... Unless he is part of that team, he wouldn't have had a good go at it, would he? Wouldn't have been able to access it. My Kakucha never ever met someone so rude. Hey, you friends, let Kakucha bend your ears a minute. What's that? Something wrong? Kakucha saw Soldier in kitchen earlier, sneaking around all creepy like. So Kakucha say, please not to go in there, super duper politely. Then he say to Kakucha, shut up, and shove me and run like zoom. Then Kakucha fell flat on bottom. It still sting now. I see, that sound rough. The person had such bad nature. Kakucha is squad leader, surely have earned some respect. Kakucha is sure they come to pilfer first-rate fillets of Laszlo. What greedy manners. Oh, so he went in the kitchen while Laszlo was cooking. That is right. Is that relevant for something? Did you catch a glimpse of his face? Of course, but me forget about it about 3 ticks later. I don't know who this guy was, but he sounds mega suspicious to me. A rude soldier in the kitchen. Let's keep that in the back of our minds for now.
Interesting.
Let's rest and heal up. Everyone, a moment of your time?
Let's summarize all the information we gathered so far then. First of all, the poison used in the attack is a medicine purloined from the medic team. We also know there's a high chance the poison was put in during cooking. So that soldier from another unit must have slipped into the kitchen and done it then. If Laszlo really isn't the baddie, then that person would be mega suspicious. But we still have no idea who that could even be. Let's go over the facts carefully one more time. The people who could access the poison are the medical team and the tactician squad. And then there was a soldier in the kitchen with a bad nature, according to Kakucha. Are there any bad-natured soldiers in the medical or tactician squads? Oh, Sparks! But what's wrong, Senna? Mimi, I know who the culprit is. What? It has to be him. I don't know about the medical team, but in the tactician squad, there's one bad-natured soldier. Oh, I know who you mean. It must be that guy, yeah. What's the option? Maxi, Jeremy, Laszlo, or one of us? The second I saw one of us, that's such a funny line. One of us! Lance, now's not the time for jokes. My bad. I just thought I'd ease the tension a little. You're so clueless sometimes, you spoon. Laszlo? Jeremy? Alright, since we know it's not Laszlo, isn't he the one we've been trying to avoid blaming? Doesn't mean you're giving up. Alright, so is it Maxi or Jeremy? Those are the only two from the Tactician squad. Jeremy? Oh, him! I remember him. He's that soldier who randomly started butting heads with us. You did remember, Ruby. He get his hands on the poison, and we all know he has a bad nature. He also told Mio to watch out for poison before. It sounded kind of like a threat. Has to be our guy, no doubt about it. Wait a minute, Senna, we still don't know for sure. He was openly hostile to us, so there is a clear motive there. Crap, he won't get away with this. Just wait till I find that mutter. I said wait. Mio? Calm down, everyone. Let's talk to Laszlo one more time first. I'm sure he's been anxiously waiting to hear what we have to say. Yeah, you're right. You okay, Mimi? I wonder if Mio is even convinced that it was Jeremy then. There's something. The fact that she's concerned that she's also not jumping straight to the conclusion makes me think that maybe there is something else going on here. There you all are. Well, did you catch the culprit? Before we go about that, we need to ask, do you know Jeremy, the tactician? Oh yeah, of course, we're on the same team. Wait, are you telling me he's the culprit? We're not certain yet, but there is a high possibility it's him, yes. No way. I mean, yes way, he's certainly capable of such a thing. Indeed, he didn't seem too keen on us before. They're not the only ones. I have a feeling he's not too fond of me either. Ah. Actually, I used to belong to the Tactician squad, but got injured in battle and transferred to the kitchens. Back then, my two teammates were Jeremy and my dear friend Mercutio. Wait, is that the soldier who fought against Colony Psi and... Jeremy probably hates me just as much as the Agnians who killed our friend, just for taking you guys in. So that's why he tried to pin the blame on you after trying to poison us. Alright, we get the picture. We can hear the rest after we catch him. Wait, hold on. Please let me come with you. Weren't you under arrest? It's okay. You can go. I'll take responsibility. Just sort this mess out. Acting Commander, thank you so much. In that case, we'll just need to find out where he is. It's probably quicker to ask Captain Maxi where he is, since he's Jeremy's superior. Good thinking. Let's hurry up and catch this miscreant.
Oh, so that's how they're doing.
Let's go then. Maxi! Hey, Captain Maxi, do you know where Jeremy is? Oh, hello, Laszlo. I thought I heard Borealis took you into custody. We'll explain the details later. Can you please tell us where Jeremy is first? He's on patrol duty with Yord. It seemed quite urgent. Florent. Take this lot down to routes 3C and convene with Jeremy's patrol. Post haste. Got it. Oh, that should be near design. I missed that because tapping A too quickly. Alright then, mate. Let's see if you are the culprit. It's a high likelihood, but can never... until we get absolutely inscrutable evidence, he's innocent. I don't think inscrutable is a word. Undeniable evidence is what I'm talking about. Everyone's favorite word, unscrutable. Oh heck, Yord's been knocked out. Undisputable, that's the word. What's going on, Yord? What's wrong? What's happened? And where's that snuffing Jeremy? Jeremy, when he saw you approaching, he suddenly spiraled into a complete panic. And then he whacked me on the head, probably trying to knock me out. Ugh. Arsehole? How could he do it? How could he do this to his own patrol mate? He won't get away with this. Take it easy, Florin. You just take care of Yord's wounds for now. We'll go chase after Jeremy. Someone needs to look after her. Now look here. Alright, understood. I'll be sure to give him a whack upside the chin. Be sure to give him the whack upside the chin for me, you hear? Let's go follow him while we can still see his footprints. Come on, hurry.
Let's follow them.
Let's move it.
Oh, so that's how they're doing.
Well, one. Affinity chart. Colony 4. Okay, that's Kite. Okay, I'm trying to find them now. It's so annoying. Ah, there we go. Caught off guard, will never forgive. It's changed to much drearier weather. Proper sandstorm, it looks like. Just wonderful, isn't it? Jeremy! Hey, you haven't been on the front lines in a while, have you? Just hang back. Huh? Are you trying to help him? Yes, we'll deal with this. Alright, I'll stay out of your way. Scorepoxes. Right, let's deal with those. And then we can give Jeremy a good telling off, at the very least. Come on, everyone, on me. Come on, matey. Give everyone a good beating on that one. There we go. Dominion flower works. Domination flower. I mean, to be fair, that's probably not too inaccurate, to be honest. There we go. Enemy down. Jeremy, you put poison in that food, didn't you? So you figured it out. If you're gonna kill me, just hurry up and do it. Stop talking nonsense. You know Mercutio wouldn't have wanted this. What the snuff did you know about him? You just ran away from the fight, coward. You don't get a say. You're a traitor to your friends, setting the past aside like that. Like you've plain forgotten about Mercutio. He'd be ashamed of you, kissing up to the enemy like that. You're wrong about me. All I did was... Whatever you might think, none of that is an excuse to lash out against your comrades. I'm not listening to a word a snuffing Agnian has to say. Baby! I wasn't joking when I said you can shoot me if you want. Shut up! I don't want to hear anymore! But look at you now. I'm pretty sure you won't shoot. Shut your trap! If you want me to kill you that badly, I'll make sure I finish the job this time. Ugh. Crap, snuff it all. Why? How did it come to this? What did I do wrong? Are you saying I'm the traitor? My friend was killed. I can never forget that. Why can't I shoot? Oh, snuff it! I'll take Jeremy back to the colony. It's okay if I take over from here, right? I'm sorry, Laszlo. It's not your fault. Actually, it's nobody's fault. It's the war's fault. But at some point, someone's going to have to put an end to all that. Hopefully. I'm talking about you, Ouroboros. I'm sure he gets that too. It's not my place to ask you this, but will you please come back to check in on us? Yes, of course. Quest complete. The true culprit turned out to be Jeremy, who deeply resents Agnes. Mio hopes one day he'll put aside his grudges and choose peace.
Oh, so that's how they're doing.
Alright, just a couple of things before we head off for the day then. I kind of don't want to get too close to there, so... Just hope Laszlo okay. Was looking much down in dumps recently. Kikuchu suppose will causes of empty stomach of Laszlo. Wolf, supply food freely to fill up and fix. We're seeing fewer casualties now than we did at the beginning. The atmosphere in the colony has generally improved too. Bethel could see how things are now. No, sorry. Just forget I said that, will you? It's going to take a whole lot more than an apology to make amends for what Jeremy did. He's going to get a suitable punishment for this. I don't think he's got a leg to stand on in Colony 4 either. Even so, I still believe in him. If I didn't, he'd be on his own right now, that's for sure. Mercutio would have done the same, I think. And that's what friends do, right?
Oh, so that's how they're doing.
Supports as a friend. Since the incident, a lot of people in the colony are starting to condemn Jeremy for what he did. It's understandable, but ultimately won't solve anything to drive him to the edge like that. It's all one big mess at the moment, isn't it? Especially given Jeremy's motives. Yeah, I mean, I just want to find a peaceful resolution to it all. As a member of the tactician squad.
Oh, so that's how they're doing.
Hoping to reconcile. Right. So. Just gonna scan some amiibo. Two. And three. Lots of items. Nice. Blah, 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 blah. But they're not even coming out of us, are they? But yeah. That is everything done for today. So, I would like to say thank you all very much for watching, and I do hope I get to see you on the next stream, where we'll be continuing our side questy adventures and preparing to head off into the cloud, well, well, to head off to Capricorn Peak so that we can find the Cloud Keep and hopefully Colony Omega. But of course, side quests first. Thank you all very much for watching, and tatty bye!